Hey guys, just wanted to go over gold, silver, and the traditional markets really quick. The gold silver ratio right now is gold is really pushing right here pretty hard. Now I haven't put in a buy or sell. I've decided to really not play this until I get some real confirmation. Now this looks really good, but I think it's gonna get rejection here. That's my theory on the 200-day moving average. So I think it's going to actually roll over again. Yeah, that's my theory. So I know that I had to put it in a sell here, and I didn't monopolize on any of this, but that's kind of how I feel. I think it's going to go even lower. It's going to work its way back down into the Kumo cloud. How about gold at 1,461? Gold, I haven't charted very well. This was the last time I wanted to play this until it reaches these lower targets. I think it's going to go down to 1,350 or 1,300 or 1,250 for round number sake, something around that area. Then I think we're going to get a bounce. Really, I think the 618 target is my real goal for my real target for this, and the reason being is simply because of the support line that runs right through it. So you can see how support is right here. I think we're going to come down and retest support and then possibly bounce higher. So you buying in at around 1,250 is probably going to be a good buy the dip scenario for you moving forward. Because gold in the long run to me is going to be massive. It's going to be doing some nice moves, at least as far as gold is concerned. Compared to other assets, it might not do so well, but it's still going to do really well for gold. Okay, looking at silver, it's currently at $16.90, and we've reached a full-blown 0.5 Fibonacci number at $16.75. So we're rising up out of that. Indicators look like they're turning around. Even stochastic and RSI and volume all look good. We could be racing up towards the 9-day moving average, and at that point we could spike up a little bit higher. Now this, if we go short on this bounce, which I'm kind of anticipating, that we only reach about $17.34 before pulling back down. My other two targets are just basically Fibonacci targets of 1750, 1777, and 1813, which I don't think we're going to hit this final target. I think that bounce is too aggressive for what we got going on here. If we hit this real quick with some trend lines, it looks like we could hit this 1734 pretty easy on a bounce up. If it comes in real aggressive up this way, we could probably hit that 1777 or 1755 if we come up really hard. But if it takes its time, it might only get that high before we pull back down to lower fibs. Okay, so that's it for gold, silver. I think there's a bounce play here, and even with gold too. And I look at gold, I think that's possibly a bounce play, but I'm not playing it. It's just going to probably go down. Let's look at the traditional markets really quick. We haven't really looked at these for a long time. I'm going to fly through these. The ISM Manufacturing Index, this is manufacturing, is dumping. So it's coming down. It's at 48.30. And it doesn't look healthy. It's still going down. So maybe it could be trying to bottom. I'm not really sure. I hope it does soon. I'd love for manufacturing to come back to the U.S. How about Vanguard Index Funds for real estate? This is real estate right here. We put in a sell right here. Some things on the Bollinger Band didn't look too good. RSI was slumping, and so was volume. Stochastic had not turned over yet, but we did get confirmation on the following days. So we got out near the top, not the perfect top, but we got pretty close, and it's been selling off ever since. I think once you hit the bottom of this Kumo cloud, it's possible that you could see a bounce around that area. And if you don't see confirmation of that coming there, look for that 200-day, because it's been really great. Kumo cloud and 200-day have been doing pretty good, holding this thing up for this run, but it's starting to look a little more aggressive on the pullback here, so we got to keep an eye on that. Okay, how about Dow Jones Industrial Average? The Dow Jones had a breakout and is running higher, so woohoo, I love that. New all-time high, and it's just looking good, so stay in it. SPX, the S&P 500, we had a breakout here and we had to get in it. We got in down here when we closed above the 9 and above the Kumo cloud. It like came up really aggressive. Other things were already pointing up anyway, so that was like the time to get in. Lo and behold, we had a gap up and then a run up. With the run up, we got the breakout. Now we need to see, some of these indicators are looking a little slumpy, so we gotta keep our eye on this for now. How about US 10-year Treasury is 1.92. It's on the run up. I'm not gonna play with this anymore. I don't really see the need to. I think interest rates in general are just gonna go lower. AG, First Majestic Silver Corp. It's moving, it's pushing higher. We're above the Kumo cloud. This one was really nice on this candle day because we had a lot of good crosses on indicators. Also, we closed above the 9 and the 20-day moving average, so that was very positive, pushing towards the top of that Kumo cloud. Looking good. US Brent crude oil is at 61.76. I've stayed out of this play. I want to make it prove it to me first. I think Brent is going to go lower and probably come back down in these areas where you could see another quick buy opportunity. How about U.S. natural gas? United States natural gas is currently a sell. Stay out of it. Boy, we had a gap down here. It didn't look good at $20.73. It's going to get cheaper, boys. Lawson Products, industrial tools and supplies, is running higher. And it looks like we had our highest close ever today with $48.74. It's looking good. Stay in it. Yeah, it's had a really nice run. It had some really good, right here, it jumped from 40 million to 100 million in borrowing capacity from JP Morgan. So I expected, now you're looking at more than doubling borrowing capacity. So, this company can get way more in debt. So let's look at the price of it to rise real high. And it just was doing all kinds of things. Broke resistance. Things are heating up. We got rejection at a local high, but then first day close above resistance. And then we had a gap up, and then we broke all-time high. We had a sell here, but we bought back on the 9 right here, and then it's been taken off ever since. So looking really good. GE, General Electric. Let's look at this. It's looking good. I mean, come on. We had to close above the 9, and I wasn't. This 3-day moving average was kind of freaking me out, especially with the wick. Then the next day it went kind of a doji, and I said, let's do it. And we've been rewarded. So we got a gap up, and it's just running. Let's check out indicators. Things are starting to roll over, but RSI hasn't broken support yet, but it could be a get out of it situation soon. At $11.42, GE is still a buy. Caterpillar, 146. So far, it's kind of looking like GE. Things might be starting to roll over here. And, we did break out. Had a breakout here, which looked pretty good. And I would say stay in it for now. Boeing. Boeing's looking good. It's running up. I'm not really sure of the news on Boeing. I don't have anything to report. But, again, RSI levels are holding. And Stochastic is doing well and getting into the hot seat. So, hot zone. How about the next one is Advanced AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. On the 1 day, stay in it. It's looking good. Volume's pushing. So is RSI. It looks great. Zoom. Zoom, we had a quick play and then got out, and I'm going to stay out for now. We'll see what happens with that. Facebook. Facebook. We're in Facebook. We did an ouch buyback, kind of with a bit of a loss here. So we'll see what happens with that. I don't know. I should have bought on the 9, and then it jumped up higher. It just wasn't good. So I even got stopped out. So anyway, I've been staying in it, kind of riding it for the long term. We'll see what happens here. But we're now above the Kumo cloud. I like kind of where we're at. Hopefully we can push higher. We'll see. Alibaba is the next one up, and we're in it. It broke the buyback and broke resistance, so it's pretty good. It's looking good. This resistance here was pushed up to the upside. This resistance here was broken. It looks really good. Amazon, we're in it. This got weird right here, but we just stayed in it, and even though we've kind of ridden out this downtrend, and hopefully it turns around here and can punch through the top of the Kumo cloud. If it goes much slower, we're gonna have to ditch it. Apple is continuing its climb. It's looking really good. We had a quick sell and a buyback. Oh no, we missed the buyback on the 9 here. This one wasn't good. So we missed the 9 buyback, so we bought again here. There you go. And now we're running up here. We had a sell with a buyback on the 9. This one was successful. Quick little scalp. Now it's running up higher. So we're just riding it up. It's pretty good. We'll see what happens here. It could just keep pushing. I mean, when you look at this on like a weekly chart, it really wants to go. But be careful. It could be looking a little toppy here. Keep your eye on this. This might want to come down. It might want to come down to maybe the 200 level. Okay, so let's jump back into the daily. Watch for a sell here on the daily for Apple. Netflix. Netflix is doing okay. I would just stay in it. Google, we're in Google right now. It's got a lot of indicators rolling over, but really the 9, if we see penetration below the 9, we'll get out there, but we're doing okay. Now this one's funny. Tyson Foods, look at that big candle, right? Well, because they're selling lots of turkeys for Thanksgiving. So that's what that is. We saw this coming over here with our gap up, so we got in and just been kind of riding it up. So that's how that's being played. Subaru Corporation. I'm staying in it, kind of riding out the chop. But overall, we're going to see how this 50-day moving average and the Kumo cloud play out. Hopefully we can stay above it. It starts breaking down, we're going to get out. Race. This is Ferrari. Stay in it. Looking good. It's moving fast. Okay, Ford. That was a bad joke. Ford. Ford is above the Kumo cloud right now. Looking good on the 3-day. It's looking good. I like it. So just stay in it. How about GM? GM is looking good. Yeah, stay in that. It's looking a lot like Ford. BMW also looking good. We got in right before the gap up. That was really great. But look out. This could be a sign that we might want to start getting out soon. So yeah, keep an eye on that. Tesla had a big major gap up. We were lucky enough to be in that call. This was our sell right here. And I was hoping for a buyback on the 9, but when it started to curl back up and we got this big bold candle, I said, okay, fine, I'll buy the hipster virtue signaling car stock. Grr. All right, now it's pushing up against resistance that we had set earlier, way back on January the 16th. And it looks like it's doing pretty good. Overstock is abysmal on the daily. It just doesn't look good. We got out up here. This looked really good. It was a perfect timing with it breaking down below our Bollinger Band, and RSI was dipping. We had a lot of, that was 2 really strong signals, especially the candle shape. So we got out of that. I said it is a possible Fu Manchu with heavy sell pressure. So we did kind of get a Fu Manchu inverted. And yeah, it was a good call. Overstock going down. Just stay out of it for now. Starbucks also going down. I'm going to pass for now. I know this is starting to get lift, but I'm just going to wait and see. I think it's going to go lower. It's currently at $83. I think it's going to go to $78.65. Dunkin' Donuts, its competitor, not getting into this. I think it's going to go Dunkin'. Duncan could go a little bit lower also. It's at 75, and I think its low could be at 67. So I think Duncan's got a little more ways to go. I'm not going to play the bounces. I just want to grab the bottom. How about Twitter? Twitter, wow, huge gap down. I don't know what the news is with this. It passed the 0.5 fib, so that's out of the question now. And it didn't break its old high, which concerned me right here. Not breaking the old high does not look good here. And then right here, I said it looks like it's rolling over on the daily because of these indicators. We're saying no. And this candle was vicious. So we just got out and said, well, let's see what happens. And it's just been real nasty ever since. I need to look into, see what the FA says about Twitter. There might be some bad news there. I'm not sure. Dick's Sporting Goods is a temporary sell. It seems to be wanting to trade in this channel or possibly making a ascending triangle. So we'll see what happens there. Aussie dollar, let's see. Stay out of it. CAD USD doesn't look good. Stay out of that one. Euro USD, stay out of it. MGI, MoneyGram. I'm curious about this little company. It doesn't have enough volume, in my opinion, to want to get in it. Stochastic is starting to try to point up. RSI is looking stronger, and overall it could be close, right? But it's not there yet. Uber, stay out of Uber. Doesn't look good. Had several gap downs. I'm not really sure what. There might be some bad FA with that too, but stay out of it. It's at $26.70. Stay out of it. And Lyft at $42.33. Stay out of it. Look like it's getting rejection of the Kumo cloud. It could go lower and break a new low. Let's see what I put for here. Oh yeah, this one was fairly new. We added this, got our first entry there, and then next day got out, got in on this one, and then wrote it up, and then didn't make much, just pennies, right? But a win's a win, and we just been out ever since, so it's all good. All right, that's it for today. God bless you guys. Talk to you later, and I'm out of here. See ya.